Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. Today I'm going to make a card dangle for a friend of mine. So a couple of days ago I got some happy mail. I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video so you can go check that out. But in it were all these really cool seashell fragments that a friend of mine had sent me. Her and her fiance were beachcombing on the Cocoa Beach shores, and she knows how much I love to make things out of seashells, and so she sent me a whole bunch of stuff. And this little guy was all wrapped up by himself, and I think she wants me to make her a little card dangle. So when I look at this seashell, here's the other side, I see lots of beiges and creams, but there's a little bit of blue tint there. And so I got out some blue beads. And look how much that blue pops out now. Got these blue beads and these. And I'm probably not going to use all of these, but I was just pulling out some different beads. Look at those. A little bit of sparkle. And I have some clear crystals. I'm not for sure exactly how I'm going to do this, but I do know I need to wire this, so we'll do that first. So I don't have much left of this 20 gauge wire, so I'm just taking the rest of it. It's probably going to be too much. I'm just going to cut it in half, like so. And then I'm going to put one piece of wire on one side of the shell and another piece of wire on the other side of the shell. And center it as much as possible. And I'm going to twist a couple of times and bend it up. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, this wire is wanting to go right across this area here. And I want that area to be seen. So I'm trying to keep it below that. And when you do these, it's best to put the pointy side down because it's less likely to slide out. Okay, once I have that down, I'm going to bring two pieces of wire behind and two in front, and I'm going to do some more twisting. And you try to do it as tight as possible, but we're going to wind up tightening them up here in a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to bring these up, and we're going to twist these four wires together to make one piece of twisted wire. Okay. It's a little loose here, so we need to tighten it up. And I'm just going to take my pliers and just gently grab and twist. Grab and twist. And do the same thing in the back here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make a little bail here. So I've got these pliers. You can use round nose pliers if you want, but I like to use these. I'm going to use the skinny one. Just bring it on down and wrap it around until you get the look you want. If you wanted to go ahead and wrap it all the way, you could, but I actually think I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to clip these off and tuck the ends in. So I have it all wired and tucked in now. I think I'm going to use some hemp for this particular project. I was thinking that I might be able to use some sari ribbon. Look how pretty that would look. And I may use some. But right now I need to find out if these beads are going to fit on this hemp, which I think they will. Those are okay. And these little ones are okay. I was kind of surprised at that. And yep, these are going to be okay, I think. Yep. So I think we're okay now. Now I just got to figure out what design I want. So I almost have it finished. What I did is I came up with a pattern that I really liked. I'm using hemp, and hemp tends to not be consistent in the size, and the beads fit really nicely until I came to one section, which was right here, and the hemp was just kind of thick. So I got a big whole bead to put in that area, and then everything else just fit into place. Now the sari ribbon, I made this little link, which I added some clear crystals to, and when I went ahead and was beading everything up, I took the hemp and I put it inside here, bringing two pieces up, and then I was able to thread two pieces of hemp through all of these. When I got here, I threaded it into the loop there and just tightly went around and fed it back into the loop there, and then bringing up the two pieces of hemp and finishing off with my pattern. And here I tied about, I think it was about 4 knots. I wanted it to be a really thick knot, and I just tied about 4 knots on top of each other. So now I've got to figure out how I want her to be able to hang this. I did go out to the car to make sure this wasn't too long or too short, and it's a perfect length for her car. And by the way, I looked up seashells to see if they had any crystal benefits, and I found that seashells provide relief from stress and offer a protective shield. And they're a positive, it says, shells are also a symbol of good communication, positive and healthy relationships, and prosperity, which that's kind of perfect since she's getting ready to get married here in a few weeks. This will be great to hang in her car. Anyway, let me finish this up, and I'll take some pictures of it and put it at the end of this video so you can see what it looks like all finished. So what I've decided to do with how they're going to hang it is I'm just going to leave this open and she can tie it. The thing is, the string to me was a little wimpy, so I want to make it a little bit thicker. So I took more hemp and I just tied it underneath the... So I was showing you how to do this, and my computer just stopped. I hope it's not time for a new computer. I've been having a lot of issues lately. Let me see if I can explain to you exactly what I did. So there were 2 pieces here, and I twisted one end, and then I twisted the other one, and then when I put them together, they twist on each other, and then I just tied a knot. So now we have a thick piece here. I hope that made sense. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that some other time, because that's actually something that you can do with bracelets or other pieces of jewelry you may be working on. I'd like to thank y'all for joining me. Have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, signing out for now. Bye-bye.